And welcome back. This is lesson number 3. We're going to talk all about email autoresponders. A very, very good topic. As you know, the money is in the list, and the bigger your email list, the more money you will make. Generally, it's a good rule of thought. But let's talk all about email autoresponders. So first of all, what is an email autoresponder? If you've never used these before, it's used for email marketing, and it's an automated sequence of email messages sent when a user signs up or provides their contact information to your business. So it's a series of emails, actions, anything you want to happen after somebody takes action, all automated, all done every single time somebody enters a list or opts into a squeeze page. The goal of an autoresponder is to send targeted and contextual messaging to your list built via landing page or lead ads. So you want to keep potential prospects engaged and up to date. Anyone who opts into something, or to even get an infographic, for example, you want to then put them onto a news list where anytime you do a blog post or whatever happens, you're notifying them of information that's relevant to them. It also helps you drive traffic to your website, convert traffic into leads, help close leads into customers, and much, much more, because as you know, in an autoresponder, you can set up whatever sequence you want to communicate on a one-to-one level with your customer based on certain rules, tags, and actions. So different ways to use an autoresponder, the most popular ways, the ways that I use it, are number 1, time-based autoresponders. As I showed in one of the earlier examples, I can choose to send an email, then wait 3 days, and another email, wait 1 day, only send it on Monday, only send it at 9 a.m., whatever. You can actually get very specific in the autoresponders. We'll be talking about that in our advanced classes, our live sessions. But for example, time-based autoresponders are used to send messages to any contact that joins your list and maintains communication afterwards. So it's a great way to do that. Another way is event-based autoresponders. So you can send messages to subscribers when certain actions are performed. So for example, if somebody clicks on a link or opens a message or changes their information or does any kind of action, you can then send an email. You can do a trigger. You can say if somebody opens an email, I want to get an SMS message on my phone to be notified of that. You can set all of this up, but really the most important thing, I think, is to automatically add leads from your opt-in lists. So again, we're going to talk about ClickFunnels here. We're going to take leads that are pushed directly via ClickFunnels into ActiveCampaign via their direct integration. And I just want to note, for those using other autoresponders such as MailChimp, anything like that, it's exactly the same. So anything you want to set up, it's super easy. You just follow the same steps. You can interchange ActiveCampaign with any CRM of your choice. So on the more advanced side of things, let's talk now about event-based autoresponder sequences. So first we did time-based autoresponders where it was, email, wait 3 days, email, wait 3 days. That's pretty simple. Let's now talk about event-based autoresponders. So these are autoresponders that are changeable and that have different outcomes based on different events. Okay, so jumping into ActiveCampaign over here, I'm going to walk through this. So I'm going to take my old campaign over here. I'm going to clone it over just to show you and change it up a bit. First thing I want to do here is go into the campaign itself. I can edit the title. I'm going to just quickly edit this and clean it up. I'm going to switch basic into advanced because I'm going to show you some very cool advanced options here in Active and automations in ActiveCampaign. I click on save. So here I'm going to choose if else. And the if-else statement I'm going to use is has opened. So if anybody has opened an email on this autoresponder, so if somebody opened specifically this download, I can now have 2 options. So you'll see if I scroll down over here, I'm going to have the 2 options listed. Does the contact match the following information? If the answer is yes, I have 1 outcome. So if the person did open the email, I have a totally different email to send them. If they did not open the download, which means they opted in, but they never actually opened that download link, what I can do is create another email that gets sent to them that's a little bit different. Okay, because this is important that this message is contextual. If it is something they've opened already, they don't have to be reminded about that. That's a little bit annoying. So here we're only going to send this email to people who have not opened. Okay, I'm going to go right in here. I'm going to choose, again, just for the sake of this demo, I'm going to choose one of my templates. I'm going to choose the sender details. I have my name. I have my email. I'm going to choose my subject, enter, again, whatever I want. So claim your free infographic, claim your free gift. This is a great way to get people enticed to download your stuff. Here you can change whatever you want in this email. Very easy to do. You can enter variables in that case. So, hey, John, hey, Samantha, whatever your name is. A few days ago, you requested the information. You want to make this different, right? So it doesn't have to be the same content you had before. So, I sent you an email, you didn't open it. So you can change your call to action here to be click here to download your infographic. You can direct that right to the same PDF you had before on the opt-in. You can change whatever you want on this email. Again, this is just designed to be a demo. You want to, again, reemphasize the value that you gave to the customer. You want to reemphasize the value of your download and the reason why somebody would want to have this for them, for an opt-in, for an actual piece of value. You can change whatever you want, enter all kinds of stuff there. And then when I'm done editing this email, I click on save, and then I have that email sent to everybody who did not open the initial email. I can keep going with this. For example, I can have a condition again to wait a certain amount of time. So the reason I want to do that, I just want to talk about that wait here. So if somebody opens that email, it doesn't open the email, I don't want to run another automation right away because I don't give it enough time to track the open. So in this case, I have a no option. I send that email again. Please open this. Please download the infographic. Then I want to wait for 3 days. What I'm doing here is giving time for that user to open the email and record and open so that I can take additional actions based on their event. So here I want to choose another event. Here I choose on actions and opened. I can click on my campaign. I choose the exact email. This is the not opened email that I want to check. So if people have not opened the not opened email, I can then choose again a yes or a no. So here I'm going to say yes. If somebody did open it, I can add them to a tag. So this is a tag, an example you can use for other triggers. This is infographic cold lead. So in this case, people who did not open this after 2 emails, I'm just going to say this lead is cold. They wanted it. They entered their email. Either it's a dead email, they're not checking their email, or just don't care anymore. But if they did open the email, what I want to do is I want to choose the option, go to another action, and I can then push them directly to the yes. How cool is that? So I don't have to rebuild the whole sequence. I can say at this point, if they open the second email, the reminder, pretend it's just like they opened up the first email and go through those sequences that are different than the ones if they never opened up that email at all. So I hope you see here how powerful that is and the kind of things you can do with automation and ActiveCampaign. This is a very quick sequence shown that if somebody downloads it, you get the tag, you get that first email. After that first email, you want to wait for 3 days. You want to give it time to be able to get that tag. Then you want to have ActiveCampaign check automatically, did they open the email? If yes, send this email. If no, send that email. Wait again for 3 days. Let's check again. If they did open it, put it back into that yes action. If they didn't, tag them as cold and move on. So as you can see here, this is a very powerful, simple sequence done on event-based marketing that is really set and forget. You can go back and see the stats, see the facts, see exactly what people engage with. Go back and change this whenever you want. It is all real and living, which is what makes this so exciting. So here's what we accomplished in lesson number 3. We successfully connected ClickFunnels with ActiveCampaign. We created event-based autoresponders. So based on if somebody opened, you can again choose clicks. You can choose all kinds of activity right inside ActiveCampaign. We also created a zap to push from ClickFunnels into ActiveCampaign automatically. So to recap what you learned here, you built a list within the autoresponder based on the context of the landing page for later communication. So you're getting somebody interested, you're engaging them, you're bringing them right to an autoresponder sequence. And then based on the location of the initial lead capture, you can also use Zapier to automatically add contacts to specific lists. And last but not least, you can also set lists to trigger automatically for automated communications with prospects. All of this happens on autopilot once you set it all up. So on to the next.